Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Sunday. All right, guys, well, we're back to talk about Jax Taylor and Tom Sandoval because he is not letting up and gives zero, about just throwing Tom Sandoval under the bus. He's outing him for his IRS bills, his money spending habits, why he should be off the show. He's literally saying that Raquel was practicing lines for the. Jax Taylor is not holding back. He fully wants his number one guy in the group position back, and he might actually get it. So before we jump into all of the chaos, you guys know how this works. If you haven't already, go ahead, do all the YouTube things, smash that like button, show some love, and let's do the damn thing.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so we've talked about this a little bit. We know that Jax and Brittany have been doing a special on Peacock, right? Where they're sitting on the couch. It's like the people's couch, where they get to watch the old episodes of Vanderpump Rules. And this was sort of the network's way of testing out Jax and Brittany all over again to see, hey, are they someone, are they a couple that the fans missed? Because if you listen to Alex Baskin, who's one of the executive producers, who recently spoke about how the show works in casting, it is so hard to bring in new people because unless you're sleeping with somebody in the group or there's some sort of incestuous like physicality, like a hookup, then how do you really encourage people to come into the show and make it make sense as a part of the storyline for other people? Like Charlie Burnett, for example, she makes no sense on the show. Nobody understands it. So much so that production and editors and, well, NBC decided Charlie does not need to be a part of the reunion. However, they kept her around because after season eight, they brought in Charlie, they brought in Dana, they brought in Max, they brought in Brett. They were trying to do this whole Vanderpump Rules spinoff so they could do the Vanderpump Valley show with all of the older castmates, the OG castmates, and they can split them up into two different shows. But since Stassi was canceled, Jax and Brittany ended up quitting. Kristen was canceled. Brett and Max were canceled. That's not what we got. But hold on. Jax is back. Jax Taylor revealed why he complained to his Vanderpump Rules producers about Tom Sandoval during an appearance on Heather McDonald's podcast last week. As he also spoke of Raquel Levis's apparent scripting of herself on the Bravo show and alleged stint in a mental health facility, Jax took aim at Sandoval's participation in the series, admitting to filming a past reality show pilot with Stassi Schroeder and addressed Sandoval's rumored money troubles. Do you find that weird that Tom paid for James Kennedy's proposal to Raquel? Did he not check his finances? That's what Jax asked Heather on the May 16th episode. I mean, to be fair, it's weird. Like, even if my friends were getting married and I had just a shit ton of money, I don't know if I would be like, oh, hey, here's 20 grand for your engagement. No. You know where you can put your 20 grand? Into an IRA. Maybe Charles Schwab. Get 4.5% on that bitch. Make some money off of your money. Not into an engagement. He's like, it's a tax write-off. Is it? Okay. According to Jax, Sandoval should have checked with his money person before he dropped a reported $20,000 on James' since-ended engagement to the woman he later had a months-long affair with behind the back of his now ex, Ariana Madix. Now he's in trouble with the IRS. You're paying $20,000 for somebody else's proposal with a girl that you probably were already hooking up with. What Tom does, he does things to look good on TV. He uses this as a decoy. This is his MO. He does things for other people so he looks good in front of other people, but he's not really a good person. It's almost like the pot calling the kettle. Like, what? For Jax to be out here saying Tom Sandoval is a shitty person. Who would have ever thought? Does Jax Taylor, after everything, after his years of just shitting on people on the show, now get to be the voice of reason? I think that's the biggest question where we're all kind of like, how much sense does this actually make? Okay, not a lot. But okay, it's kind of like the reality TV that we're looking for. It's just crazy enough. And mind you, it keeps going. Although Jax didn't specify how much Sandoval allegedly owes to the IRS or how he would know about the federal debt, he said he feels bad that Ariana is financially tied to him. He said, Poor Ariana has to deal with all of Tom's tax issues, leans against his house, IRS owing this. Now she has to deal with that because she was connected to him. Little did she know he was borrowing against the house to pay for the restaurant that he's got going on that's about to go under. A few things really quick. I don't necessarily know, and I'm not in real estate. I don't know if Tom Sandoval can necessarily borrow against the house without Ariana's permission. Maybe he could. But then secondly, she did say on the show that he was taking a loan out. And third, they're not an actual couple and they don't have common law marriage in the state of California. So aside from the house, whatever money Tom Sandoval owes, like you're screwed, not Ariana. If anything, she just has to figure out how to sell the house and how to bypass whatever loan he took out. He needs to lose that money out of the equity of the home. She should totally get to keep hers, put the house on the market, sell that bitch. It's custom furniture, custom everything. You can't take that stuff with you. Where are you going to put it? In your new apartment? So just sell all of it. If she, like, say they have $1 million profit and he owes $250,000 in a loan. Well, she gets $500,500. And if he owes $250,000, then he only gets $250,000 left. That's how it should be, not Ariana's problem. She's not the one who pulled out a loan, and she's not the one who allegedly owes the IRS. But it keeps going. While Jax and Sandoval were close friends for many years, their relationship ended years ago with Jax returning a samurai sword that Sandoval previously gifted him. I had to return it. I just didn't want anything from that guy. He uses things against people. I put it on his patio. Nothing from him is sincere, and I know this guy like the back of my hand. I've known him for 20 years. He said it's a game. It's a show. It's a facade. It's not real. But also, Jax knows that he's not perfect, and he acknowledged his own past misdeeds, including cheating on his now wife, Brittany. And Jax said what Sandoval did to Ariana is worse, though. The difference is the way that he went about this and his lack of empathy and just the whole affair thing. Everyone on the show has cheated, but it's never gone to this. Jax also cheated on Stassi. However, before they split, the couple nearly starred in their own show. Stassi and I did a little reality show together in the Bahamas for like 4 days, a pilot. But moving on to Raquel, Sandoval said that while he doesn't know her as well as everybody else, he believes she's going through some things upstairs. Or she's going through some things upstairs. I think maybe she needs to get some help, is what Jax told Heather. I think she's got some issues. I think she's got a little bit more than most. And I think maybe the show magnified a lot of that. And I think it's a very overwhelming show to be on. And I feel like she just wanted to be accepted. I feel like she was maybe lost trying to figure out where she fit into society, maybe. And I think she was trying to look for herself a little bit. And then she found the show. And I think she was just trying to be accepted and fit in. How can I be the most popular? All right. He also nodded to the suspicions raised by Peter Madrigal and Dana Cathan, who suggested that she is not in a mental health facility. And he said, I hope she's not just going to a hotel and saying I'm in a mental health facility. That's what I heard too. And she's just staying at a hotel and telling people that she has mental health problems and using this as a scapegoat. I hope that's not the case. He also thinks that she scripts herself, though. He said we would catch her literally have a script in her hand and she would practice her lines and we would catch her like, are you reading lines of a reality show that's supposed to be just off the cuff? In her defense, though, she was always really nervous. But Jackson commented on his complaints to producers about Sandoval, saying that Sandoval was very like, I'm not talking about my relationship. He never talked about him and Ariana. And I had arguments about this off camera with production saying, this is bullshit. We're on a reality TV show together. He always gets away with not talking about his personal things. And he can always just scapegoat it and go into everybody else's and tell everybody else how to act. I said this for years. This shit's not fair. We're all in this together. We're all making X amount of dollars, and you need to put in the work too. Jax Taylor has officially spoken, and he's saying, Tom Sandoval, you are not only not the number one guy in the group, it is time for you to get the f*** out. So with that, guys, I'm so curious how you feel about Jax's conversation with production, everything on the sidebar, and also Raquel practicing her lines, which I'm not shocked by. Maybe she was a little nervous, like you said. But go ahead and comment below. Let us know what you think. And more importantly, before you go, don't forget that we're live tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern for Hot Messy Topics and back for our members only live. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Love you.